Hey everyone, this is Tinker, my Dofus character. Tinker is trying to reach level 200 tailor as an Ultimate Iron Man. That means no markets, no help, no banks, and no trades. She's going to learn the profession all on her own with just the materials she can hold in her own backpack. She'll travel across the world of 12 to make every recipe in the book. I'm training Taylor by making a new recipe at every level. Since there's only one recipe at level 6 Taylor, the small harvester bag, by my own self-imposed rules, I have to make it. And so to start this episode, I need 3 beach towels, 10 Strubian Riemann wool, and 5 tofu feathers. The trick is, these are dropped by monsters anywhere from level 16 to level 40, and I am currently level 8. To get these drops, I'm going to have to get creative and get lucky. I started with white snappers because they're the closest to my level, so I actually have a shot at beating them one-on-one. I ran in without a plan, got locked in place, and was lucky enough I could outdamage the first snapper, but not lucky enough to get a drop.
No loot, 16 camas, that's okay. We will keep searching for lonesome white snappers.
Now I knew I stood a good chance against white snappers one-on-one. I probably couldn't hold my own against a group of 2, but mano a mano, I just got better and better at taking them down. I perfected my fight strategy of running the hell away. Plus, I got lucky and dropped 3 towels in a row. Boom! First ingredient accomplished. This is easy. I headed south to look for my next ingredients. At this stage, I don't have any teleport potions, and because I've never visited any of the zaps around the world, I can't use them to quick travel yet. So I went to explore the Tofu's fields the old-fashioned way, by having a little walk. But when I reached the fields, I learned a hard truth. It was very difficult to find tofu on their own. I saw lonesome black tofu, lonesome tofu kaz, mutant tofu, every other type of mob in the area, but not a plain tofu in sight. Okay, well that's the end of the line. I have looked on every tile of this area and not found any tofu on their own, so I guess what I gotta do is start a fight with another type of tofu, probably die, get back to Astrub, and see if I have better luck with the rats. But first, check my favorite spot in the game, Arachnophobe's Attic, where once in a blue moon you'll find an arachne mob. None today. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3 times our level. Oh my god, we're so sweet. It turns invisible, oh my god! Oh my Christ. Alright, there you are. There's just no way. We'll get one little hit. Alright, well, we got back home. Let's see if we have any better luck against the rats. At level 12, the tofu were just out of my league. So, I ran down to the Astrub sewers to look for a Strubian Riemann rat, which drops the Strubian Riemann wool I need 10 of. I spent a hot minute looking for the entrance to the sewers, but eventually found my way down. And the place was weirdly crowded, like packed with folks in high-level gear. Who were these people? What did they want? Why did they steal my good mobs? I need those, dude. With the monster I actually needed snatched up by the strange high-level hunters, I tried my luck against a lone sick rat, and I got demolished!
Yikes, folks, yikes. Alright, the rats are too hard. The tofus are too hard.
It was clear that my best efforts against the luckiest mob spawns would not be enough to get the feathers and wool I needed for the small harvester bag. Plus, it didn't look like they were available from any achievements, so I needed levels, plain and simple. This gave me the perfect excuse for Tinker to do And I say this with no irony. One of my favorite things in Dofus, questing. I fought some flowers. I watched a concert. I went indoors. I chatted up a bartender. I went fishing. I literally did alchemy. I reaped. I baked. I leveled up. I read a book. I got revenge on some cats. I found out about the tailor profession. I fought this lady. I met the snow wolf. I met Champion. We love Champion. I beat a rat. And I made a bunch of stuff. At this point, I made a strategic decision. I stopped following a quest called Boon Today, Boon Tomorrow, in which you have to make all of the items of the boon set. This is one of the last quests in the Incarno line, and yes, this prevents me from earning the cute little title Daughter of Incarnum, but making the boon items again would disrupt my tailor XP, which is kind of the whole point of this account. So, next time I hit a tailor level where there's no new recipe, I'll come back to polish off that achievement and wear that little title proudly. Until then, I'm afraid I have to leave the Incarnum questline undone. There was one last thing I could accomplish before dipping down to the surface world. It was time to fight the big, bad boss. Yes, Mr. Skeletor himself. Carterim. I broke into the crypt. I ripped through some skeletons.
Beautiful. Hey! We got our adventurer hat. Oh, that's amazing.
I sat and stared the boss man in his undead eyes and ran in to take him down.
Alright, here we go.
Carterim's actually a pretty easy fight. His summon is the worst part since it hits pretty hard and it knocks back, but you can do a hit and run even if you're pretty low level. Boom. Easy. Now that I was max level in Guild Wars, I was ready to go back down, way down, to the Astrid sewers where the rat things are. I even picked up another level on the way from some achievement, so that's level 21 for anyone keeping track. Once again, there were tons of high-level folks. Like, what the heck is going on down here? Confused but undeterred, I spotted my real target, a Raymond rat, and an arachnid, but we're here for the rat.
Ruby and Raymond. Okay, level 52. I don't know if we can do this, but we've got to try.
Unfortunately, once again, sewer monsters were way harder than I was prepared for. These are in a whole new league for me.
Alright, I do not stand a chance. I am so screwed right now.
So I sat down to have a good think. First plan, I could try to make some new gear off my existing supplies to get boosts to my chance and vitality. I ran down to the workshops to get this plan started, dumped a lot of random old Incarnum resources into whatever I could make, and by the end, I was level 6 jeweler and level 6 shoemaker.
Check that out, shoemaker, jeweler. We actually have more XP than we do for tailor, so that's embarrassing. It's because I can't get this Ruby and Raymond wool.
Unfortunately, the best upgrade I could make at this point was to gain 8 vitality. I might need a better plan. I went back just for good luck, leveled up on Practice Arachne, tried again with my new 13 extra vitality. So, if I ever finish a fight here with less than 13 HP, you know that the gear and that level saved my life. This time, I changed my fight strategy. I started far back and I didn't worry about getting hits on the enemy. I just whittled down the Arachne as it approached with my trusty kitten. Just the Raymond rat was left now. His summon is actually pretty strong if you're equal level to him, but I had a new kitten ready at this point because I had stalled in the back. So I ran in to close, got the rat in the corner, and my kitten dealt the killing blow. I got my first wool. We're 10% done with this ingredient.
So I guess what we gotta do is just camp out in this sewer and try to fight 10 of these rats and get the drop. Certainly easier said than done. Oh! Oh, baby!
Catching a rat alone meant I found another wool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah! 2 down.
While waiting for new mobs to spawn, I also cracked the case of the high-level hunters. If my Spanish is correct, my new friend Arotcod here tipped me off that everyone was here for a soul capture. Gosh darned arch monsters. It all made perfect sense. I was so high on this discovery that I got into a new fight, but with 12 HP left, the rat took me out. So at this point, my odds against double rat mobs were pretty 50-50. At this rate, gathering 10 wool would take months. So with all the Incarnum quests done, I turned to the next best thing. Astrub quests. I talked to some dudes, I helped a cat, I talked to some more dudes. I went in a bank but did not use the bank. I did not use a bank. I made a knife, I talked to some other dudes. I leveled my hunter, I mined some iron, I made some jewelry, I killed some peewees, I leveled my hunter some more. I got 2 Struvian Riemann wool from a Bonter recruiter, I made some keys, I made an idol, I absolutely wrecked some skeletons, and finally went back down again. Also at a point where all of our quests we're following require us to go down into the sewers. We need Miller-rat droppings, which are a quest drop from one of the rat types. We need to meet Strubian rats for diplomatic purposes, while we also slaughter them all. We need to talk to a couple NPCs to progress Health Crisis and 6 Feet Under. And we need to fight a Snipple Rat Tofu or something like that in order to progress on Domestic Matter. So all of our quests are depending on us getting into the sewers. At my new level 32, my damage was so much higher than before. Oh, my damage is good right now. Ooh-wee! And though I cut this fight close, I finished decisively to get my 5th wool. Yes! Yes! Oh! And we got the wool. Oh, that's good. I also maxed out my pods for the first time. And we are officially over the pods limit. For those who don't remember the rules of the Ultimate Iron Man life, one of my restrictions is that I can't store anything in a bank. So I'll have to get rid of some food and drop some items until I can run again. Well folks, there's no great surprises left. I had leveled up enough to beat the rats. All that was left was to smash out some fights. Let's go! I'll make this quick for you. Booyah! 10 Strubian Riemann wool achieved. I know it's been an exhausting journey, but see this through with me, guys. I'm in the home stretch now. All I need are 5 tofu feathers. Now, these are the highest level item yet, but at level 32, I'll be the same level as the weakest of the tofu. If only I can find one alone. I searched and I searched and I searched until there it was, in a wide open field, a lone tofu. I think I'm gonna get killed, but let's see how this goes. I executed perfectly. My summon tanked the hits. The tofu ran away, and I just hung in long enough to outdamage him with my kitten. Boom, boom, double hit. Okay, I just need to survive. I just need to survive. Yes, yes, yes! Tofu defeated. No drop, but that's okay. We can do it. We know that we can do it. I'm feeling absolutely buzzed. This is good. We can beat Tofu. We're gonna get those feathers. We're gonna finish this daggone recipe. After more than a few losses, I finally took out a pair of tofu, and I got no drops at all. I tried another fight and got handily killed. I needed a boost in motivation. So I took a break, killed blue peewees, and got myself the slickest gear set in Dofus. Check it out. Endgame, full blue peewee. That's like +3 water damage from all the pieces. Looking like an absolute unit wearing gear 20 levels below my tier. The fashion upgrade and slight damage boost was exactly the pick-me-up I needed to face certain death again, proudly and confidently. I hopped into another fight using my usual strategy of sending out a kitten to die while I ran away and hugged the walls. And oh my god, maybe it's the massive upgrade from the Pee-wee gear, but I am tearing it up. Oh yeah, right. This is a clip of me dying. So, okay, no, the gear did not really change anything. Oh, and I'm dead. Okay. I might die from my own spell. Yes, I will. Okay. That hurts to see. Okay. This time's to charm. I can't do this. I had one last plan before I was ready to throw in the towel and just grind levels. I had quested, I had hunted, I had quested some more, I had upgraded my gear twice, I had died many times. I was desperate, and there was only one place to turn. The Smith Maging Workshop. For anyone who doesn't know, in Dofus, you can add runes to your items which potentially improve their stats higher than the item's maximum. That's called overmaging, and the people love it. But if you screw up maging, your item loses stats and gets pretty ruined. Now, I've never learned how to manipulate the math and actually mage well, so I'm going to trigger a lot of level 200s when I say this, but I just crushed random items and threw random runes on all my things. I tried to improve my Pee-wee amulets this way, and I ruined the first one really quickly. Oh my god, immediate ruined. High vitality loss. That, oh my god, that sucks a million. Alright, you know what? We're gonna pretend that did not happen. Alright guys, this is our only Pee-wee amulet, so the stakes are pretty high. Yay! Alright, well, I am back to being as good as my old amulet was. Here we go, let's try this again. Come on. Yes! Yes, I have a better Pee-wee amulet. Strictly speaking, I have improved my Pee-wee amulet. It is not overmaged at all. It's in fact not the best Pee-wee amulet you could get on a random drop. But I did make it better than it was. Let's press our luck here. Okay. I ruined 2 Pee-wee amulets. At the end of this nonsense, I had gained a total of 7 vitality, 1 chance, and 1 water damage. Jesus Christ. I went back to the fields, seriously ready to give up on this crap. And then I saw it. A lone Tofu. Another chance at a feather drop. I pounced. I battled. I killed that son of a gun and got a Tofu feather. And I did it again, and I did it again, and I took on 2 at once, and I still did it. Oh my god. Take that, Tofu, you level 40 pieces of crap. Tinker the cat took you down like the apex predator she is. That means we actually have enough Tofu feathers to make the small harvester bag. I ran as fast as I could to the tailor workshop in Incarnum, back home where it all began. I added our 3 ingredients. Towels from the snappers, wool from the rats, feathers from the goddamn tofu. And then I did the best part. I clicked combine. Oh my god, that feels so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, I just want to take a minute to celebrate. Well everyone, it's been a brutal journey, 20 minutes for you and many hours for me. Thank you so much for sticking it out as I made this arduous recipe. I promise we'll make more next time. Until then, I'm Tinker, the Ultimate Iron Man Tailor. We are level 7 of 200. And I'll see you for the next recipe.